Many people traverse this campus every day, but rarely do we stop and just look all around us and appreciate our campus, Fresno State University. As a member of Fresno State University, you too traverse this campus every day. Therefore, this speech will help you learn a little bit more about our campus, and hopefully, it'll help you appreciate it a little bit more. As a four-year student of Fresno State, I believe that Fresno State is a great environment that should be noticed and appreciated more. In this video, I will be going over 3 aspects of Fresno State that really catch my eye: the squirrels, bees, and trees. All around Fresno State, you can find these squirrels just roaming about. But more specifically, according to Niam Quinn from ucanf.edu, quote, "Eastern fox squirrels were introduced to the eastern part of the U.S., but despite that, they are well established in most major cities of California," end quote. Also, quote, "They are identified by their grizzled yellow-brown to orange coat, tan to reddish-brown underside, and bright orange to brown ears," end quote. Many people like to feed the squirrels around here at Fresno State by giving them little pieces of food, but it is not really advised to feed them, and most importantly, it is not advised to feed them with just your hand alone, as you will see in this next clip. Be advised, I do curse in Spanish.
Alright, right now we're going to see if we can feed the squirrels that are right out of hand. Yeah, come on. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. ¡Ay, cabrón!
So please refrain from feeding the squirrels right out of your hand, because believe me, those little teeth pack quite a punch. So now that we've talked about the squirrels, let's move on to the bees. According to UC Davis Arboretum and Public Garden, Beyond the Honeybee, quote, "Bees are important as indicators of environmental quality, are key in continued existence of our wildlands, and are vital for sustainable pollination," end quote. Many species can be found in California, but also from Beyond the Honeybee, quote, "Most of the native bees are solitary, live in wood or underground tunnels, and do not make honey." As you walk around campus, there are many places where these bees can start hives, just like this hole in a tree that just a few days earlier was buzzing with activity. These bees are responsible for pollination all around campus, which is what gives all the flowers a chance to bloom and brings them to our campus a beautiful, colorful spring. Now, as I said before, these hives appear in many places around Fresno State and could potentially pose a danger to students. But worry not, Fresno State takes excellent precautions in relocating these hives as to make sure the students and the bees are safe. So now, let's finally move on to a certain group of trees that we walk by every day on our beautiful campus. These giant trees leading up to the Henry Madden Library are one of the biggest trees on campus, only rivaled by the giant palm trees to their left. After doing research, I found that these are Cannery Island pines, and according to the American Conifer Society, from conifersociety.org, quote, "The Cannery Island pine is an evergreen coniferous species of tree that grows to mature heights of 125 feet, or 40 meters, and occasionally to 200 feet, or 60 meters, and known for their long needles that can measure up to 8 inches, or 20 centimeters," end quote. all around the tree you can see these seed cones just lying around, and according to the American Conifer Society, quote, seed cones can range from measuring 4 to 8 inches long and 2 to 2.8 inches in broad. Like in many trees on this campus, those conifers are not just for show. They usually have some kind of meaning behind it, and that meaning can usually be found in the plaques near the base of the trees.
So what are these trees supposed to represent?
So these Canary Island pines behind me were planted on campus in 1954, and they represent the sacrifices made by veterans of all wars as shown on the plaque at the base of each tree.
Under each Canary Island pine, you can find these plaques that are meant to commemorate the veterans of all wars. And these trees not only stand tall in our campus, but they also help the memory of our fallen heroes stand tall as well. Well, that's all for now. I hope you see that Fresno State is a great environment that should be noticed and appreciated more, whether it be from the squirrels, the bees, and the trees. We should all look up a little and really admire and appreciate our beautiful campus that is Fresno State.